Hello, welcome to the GitHub PBL workshop session. Today, I wanted to share how do we do meeting summaries, and this is not just GitHub PBL work in general, but it will have its like as a test case all these details views. So all of the work groups where I'm doing these Mara-boards, that's like Treasury Guild or Knowledge Base, and I now try to use a similar standard. And this is like one thing we learned is we can share action items quite effectively using this like Mara-board voting. And the second thing, what I noticed, we always do this meeting summary thing. And so having like a clear structure across all workgroups, I think it will speed our time. Like understanding how to get involved with doing meeting summaries, what are the expectations, and then how to apply yourself to it. And then having this video as a like introduction. So first thing, we have like two purple stickies. If you notice, the purple ones are like activities or action items. So right now, I still haven't like decentralized the way that how we capture the like amount of or the people names into the meeting summary. So I'm doing it from like through export of Zoom and then from Treasury to have like a specific way to extract our names or the public names we have given and then add it to the summary. And right now I'm dropping them in the Discord channel. I think this is gonna stay a while for this quarter. And if like there is further automation, then at some point, I feel like maybe quarter 3, then we are gonna like make it like a full circle with archival tooling, so we never really have to deal with this like data flows between tools. And another thing, what this meeting summary is going to end up with is, I'm gonna close all of this other stuff here. This dashboard, where right now I'm just having GitHub PBL workgroup. Of course, you can browse through any other workgroups you have. So that's like every meeting summary has the same like position here that you can always go to the meeting summaries and see the previous ones. So this is how we get up to speed if you're a new member. And how do we create meeting summaries is there's like two guiding materials. One is how do we manage meeting summaries in general, another one is template. So if I go to template first, so now that is something that if you want to do a meeting summary, you make a copy of. And you also have link to the summary tool here and where you can archive this later. I can actually show it. And this is another tool where this is like the final output where we want to end this up with. But we found that editing in Google Doc and commenting and reviewing it is easier. So we have this like immediate step, but we don't really need to use like specific folder or where like you can make the Google Doc in your own drive. And as soon as it's in archival, you can delete it. You don't have to also collect this kind of information. Yeah, color-coded will read some stuff that are changing every meeting, but rest of it is kind of on the header side is fixed, and then the header from Treasury is also coming from the my side. But already below now, you remember this common structure that we have been using across the work groups. You change the agenda to some kind of topic, and then you have discussions, decisions, and action items. And then one more talk, like if you're totally new, everything in this meeting probably knows, oh, hello, Sebastian, maybe you don't know. We had an imagine managing meeting summaries, and this is like general. When in the meeting we are assigning these meetings, it's also on the Mara-board, I can explain later, just like how do we quickly solve like kind of ties and situations. Of course, each like work of facilitator can still change like their way, it makes sense to them. And sometimes like a key personnel or role is always taking care of meeting summaries and then is not needed. Yeah, right now we're like in decentralized environment where we are trying to reach out to as many contributors, and because it's like a good, a nice learning task for somebody who is a task documentation previously or wants to learn it. Yeah, summary expectations then also will also and this manage meeting summaries where first person who is doing the draft based on that template will then have somebody reviewer. Most likely we choose somebody who is already has experience if it's a totally new person doing the summary. So there is always like the quality aspect there. And then it's also the new member will then play around with the archival tool to upload the basic meeting summary. And yeah, final time right now we are doing it like kind of as it goes. Like after you do the meeting summary, we will record it on Dwork still, even though we are teaching GitHub stuff. We're still using Dwork to reward members. It is expected that everybody records their own time, but if it's already like few weeks are passed, then the default the rewards are now around like 1 hour for drafting the summaries and 15 minutes on uploading the summaries. But I try to always remind people and ask stuff for clarification if they don't upload. And so the manage meeting summaries document kind of explained this, how to use this Mara board. So if I share that on the Zoom chat, I can invite people to do this GitHub Mara board. We're going to have like everybody gets 2 votes and the 5 minutes. And this is only meant for those who would like to do a meeting summary for this call. So they join to this Mara board. If some reason Mara board is lagging, if there is a huge board, then it can happen. This is fairly simple or lightweight for now. But then people would have to kind of voice their opinion in Zoom chat or share this information. And then usually we give like 5 minutes to them. And Marabard has this like feature that you can add a voting result on here. So I made a button. I select these 6 sticky notes, 1 vote per object. So everybody can just choose. And so the idea is that you spend 1 vote on this top part of it. Like I would like to create an asset or take an action. And in this case, we are talking about meeting summary. And I am able to create an asset or take an action, or I will do the asset or take an action if nobody else does. So I will do the meeting summary if nobody else does take it, because I'm like the facilitator and I still want a continuous element of that. But if somebody wants to learn or try, they will then pick a higher option, and the one who picks the most left side option is the one who's basically getting rewarded. And if there is a tie, then we discuss logics. In this workplace, it's like we try to give drafting to the person who hasn't done it before. And if there is a tie, there is a tool that kind of does like a random pick. And the second line is I would like to review, or I am available to review, or you review asset or config if nobody else does. And in my case, I feel like if there is somebody else who would like to contribute, then yes, like pick it, but I will be the backbone in a sense.
I would like to create an asset or take action.
Okay.
Is it for meeting summaries, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to add your name up here and then my name down here. I will be reviewing, and because you can't review your own work. And then you will be doing this one. So yeah, now you can keep in mind that everything today that's going to happen you are the one who taking the notes. And we didn't have lot of participation this time, so we didn't really see the effect of how do we address if there is a lot of interest or different types of interest. But this is how we do meeting summaries or this is how we rotate meeting summaries in the ambassador program. Now continue with the rest of the meeting.